Hey, my name is Ken Avery. I'm the Vice President of Marketing and Product at Vittoria USA. We're here at Sea Otter 2017 to show you the new Terreno line of gravel tires from Vittoria. So oftentimes when you're mountain biking or you're gravel riding, you're going to choose your tire based on the terrain. So what we've done here is we've offered you 3 distinct terrain types: dry, mixed, and wet conditions. So with that, I'm going to show you the first one, the Terreno Dry. So we took a typical file tread profile, and what we've done is we've taken the center, and instead of doing micro diamond knurl tread, what we've done is use kind of like a fish scale. And what that is basically these micro ramps. So in this direction, if you run your hand this way, it's super smooth. If you run your finger this way, all these little edges stand up for cornering, for braking. They provide tremendous traction across a very wide range of conditions that you couldn't normally attack with a traditional file tread. The other thing you see with a file tread is you usually see like a really tight spaced tread in the middle, and then you see big side knobs. The bad thing about that is that when you lean over on pavement, it kind of feels sketchy in that middle zone. So we've attacked that by adding a mid knob between the center and the side, and that kind of steps it up. So if you corner on pavement with these, it feels like a slick. Although if you're on like gravel roads, it still hooks up tremendously well while still rolling fast and providing braking traction. So the Terreno Dry is pretty special in that regard. It's the only tire on the market that has that kind of technology. All 3 of the Terreno line tires have 3C compound with graphene. So that's a Vittoria exclusive. I'll take you over to the mix at this point. So on the mix, you have a really defined center ridge. So when this rolls, it rolls really fast on hard surfaces. However, when you dive deep into, like, say, a loamy surface or like mud or anything like that, you have all this negative space in here, which allows you to have room for these effective edges to engage. And if you see, there's kind of like a snake tongue on the end of this guy, and it offers a nice amount of flex and compliance. All right, so yeah, these evacuation channels allow any kind of debris or like sticky mud or anything like that to kind of get out of there. This is a great tire if you're going to have one tire for gravel riding. This is a really great option for that reason, because it will work across many different types of terrains. There's also this little ribbon right here on the edge, and that helps to provide a bit more kind of torsional stability. The third tire from the Terreno line is the wet. And so, we didn't call it a mud tire specifically because we didn't want to limit it. This tire actually is very, very capable in a range of conditions, but it obviously specializes in wet conditions. And so what we've done here is we've done an alternating center ridge. So if you look at these, the center pattern alternates. When you spin this, actually a center ridge stands up, and it provides a very low rolling resistance on pavement or on hard packed dirt roads. However, when you dig into the dirt, when you get into a muddy circumstance or anything like that, the direction of cornering force, there's these evacuation routes, just kind of like on this mixed version, and that basically purges anything right out of the tire. It cleans it super nice. Also though, if you're on hard packed surfaces or like rocks or anything like that, every single knob on this tire has like a sipe built into it, so it allows a lot of flex on every single knob. So what we've done is maximized the tackiness and the grip of each little surface area on each one of these little knobs on this tire. So it's crazy little bit of tech for you, but bottom line is that it's a very versatile wet weather tire that you can use almost as an all-around with some of the other ones. All right, so new for this year, we have the new Martello and the Moda tires. They're kind of sister designs. Both share the same progressive sipe width technology. So what you'll see is on the leading edge of the knob, you have a smaller sipe. And as that knob kind of rolls, the sipes actually get a little bigger. So the idea behind that is that a smaller sipe flexes less than a bigger sipe. So on the leading edge, it's nice and compliant. On the braking edge, it's very, very sticky. We took that exact same theory and twisted it 90 degrees for the cornering knobs. So you'll see the same kind of progressive flex on that cornering knob on both tires. So the Martello is going to be kind of more your all-arounder, whereas the Moda is going to be more of kind of like your wet weather used tire. Some people actually use them as a front and rear as well. You can use either as a front and rear, incidentally. So, and also for XC, we have the new Gatto. So we've redesigned the Classic Auto with an all-new design. Uses basically 5 rows of knobs that are fully siped. They have sort of like interlocking sipes, much like a snow tire on a car. What that allows for is basically as the tire rolls, you have 5 rows of knobs that dig in sort of like an edge of a ski. But the cool thing is that on the surface of all those knobs, you have this super, super sticky siping pattern and compound that just sticks to roots, rocks, anything wet. Unlike most wet weather tires though, it's not just a wet or a mud tire. It's actually quite capable in all conditions. But you know, it's great for your spring, your first spring wet rides and all that stuff. So anyway, more at Vittoria.com.